welcome to the show. Yeah, just do a quick update on the bishop. So, yeah, some new information has come up on her. So, yeah, this is the Electronic Intifada. They're a very reliable um, uh, news outlet uh, or media outlet um, here on YouTube. They do very accurate reporting on especially in Gaza. So you get a pretty accurate sort of understanding of the situation on the ground in these guys. Yeah, let's see what they have to say.
People have seen the video of Episcopal Bishop of Washington, Marianne Buddy, speaking in front of President Donald Trump at the National Cathedral in Washington, and she's being called a hero for doing it. Let's take a little clip of what she had to say to remind ourselves.
I ask you to have mercy, Mr. President, on those in our communities whose children fear that their parents will be taken away, and that you help those who are fleeing war zones and persecution in their own lands to find compassion and welcome here. Our God teaches us that we are to be merciful to the stranger, for we were all once strangers in this land. May God grant us the strength and courage to honor the dignity of every human being, to speak the truth to one another in love, and walk humbly with each other and our God for the good of all people in this nation and the world. Amen.
All right, so break this down for us and who this bishop is.
Well, it's hard to disagree what she said. She's the Episcopal or Anglican Bishop of Washington, and she's being, as I said, hailed across the country for her courage to confront Trump to his face. Let's take a look at this headline in the New York Times, for example, which is fairly typical of what we're seeing. And it says there, the bishop who pleaded with Trump, was anyone going to say anything? And the subhead there, Bishop Buddy locked eyes with President Trump and made a plea for mercy. And the war over spiritual authority in America was ignited anew. And there's this quote from her. It says, I had a feeling that there were people watching what was happening and wondering, was anyone going to say anything? She explained quietly in an interview on Tuesday night, was anyone going to say anything about the turn the country is taking? So that's what she said. But what have we just come out of? 15 months of Joe Biden's Holocaust in Gaza. I don't feel that the country is taking, it might be taking a different turn, but not a worse turn when you're coming out of a Holocaust. And I was curious whether Bishop Buddy had spoken up about this Holocaust. And in fact, she has spoken about Gaza just a few days after October 7th, 2023, which is, of course, the day of the Al-Aqsa flood operation. But what she did was she used the occasion to amplify Israel's atrocity propaganda that was used to justify the genocide. And we can see her statement here that was published at the website of the Episcopal Diocese of Washington.
Okay.
And she states, quote, this is just one sentence from it, the capture and rape of civilian hostages, the slaughter of parents and children, the wanton and unprovoked carnage unleashed against the citizens of Israel is evil, and we must condemn it, end quote.
Oh, no, she's a liberal. She's a Zionist liberal. So, a fake Christian. So, yeah, Trump was right about her. No. You know, she's one of the fake Christians, one of the pretenders. Just if you're a Christian, you have to stand with the people of Palestine. You have to. I mean, it's the exact same it's almost the exact same historical context of the Romans occupying Israel. At the moment, it's the Israeli government occupying Palestine. It's a greater power forcing its control over a weaker population who have no real recourse. And it's a genocide. I mean, hasn't she heard of the slaughter of the innocents? Does she remember that part of the Bible where King Herod orders all the children under one to be massacred? These are the fortunes of war, I guess, but the Palestinian people have been fighting since 1948, 47, 48, and it's a genocidal regime that's been trying to kill them. As a faith leader, you can't ignore that. I mean, even the Pope has spoken up against snipers trying to kill parishioners at the Holy Family Church in Palestine, which was built in the 2nd century. I mean, this was during the Roman Empire, right? That's how long, there's been Christians in Palestine. In fact, I saw an interesting comment where an Orthodox priest at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, he said that the Palestinians use the Arabic word rum, I think it's pronounced, which any Arabic speakers, please, sorry, butchering language. Arabic is hard, but yeah, they call the priests the Romans. So yeah, that's the history there. And dumb Americans have no idea because they're so obsessed by themselves, and they're so deliberately underfunded in education that they have no idea about the rest of the world. And now it's just going to be turned into absolute propaganda. So yeah, good luck with that, America. I mean, you don't know your history, you don't know anything about the world. It's all just made up fairy tales about American exceptionalism. How can you progress when everything you know is a lie? So, yeah.
As regular viewers of and readers of the Electronic Intifada know, there's absolutely no evidence of rapes on October 7th to this day, and we reported on that again very recently.
That's true. That was all just propaganda made up by the Israeli government. Anything the Israeli government says is, pretty much a lie. Or anyone who stands up for them, defends them, they're just lying. Because that's what the right wing does. They don't actually there's that old bullshit idea of, oh, let's debate in the marketplace of free ideas. Fuck off. That was all bullshit, and they know it. So, and they're not even pretending anymore. No one's even pretending anymore. They'll just say it out. They'll just make up lies and just say it on the spot. It's a post-truth world we live in now, and we're seeing all the masks slip. You know, the American government's gone fascist, and they're not even pretending or hiding it anymore. Elon Musk did a full Nazi salute, and they all just lied. They all just turned around and lied to us who said, "Hey, that's a Nazi salute," and they all just went, "No, no, it wasn't." No, he's just being, they're still trying to do this, this counter narrative. And it's disinformation. We saw it happen, but they just lie. So, yeah, there's no point even debating with them.
Recently, but Buddy did not wait for any evidence to make those claims. I think we have our recent story that we can show just to remind people of our recent reporting on this. There you go. Israel still can't find any 7 October rape victims, prosecutor admits, and that was just earlier this month. Bishop Buddy is generous enough to say, quote, the vast majority of Palestinians living in Gaza are not terrorists, and half are children who have known nothing but war for their entire lives. Israel's response must protect the innocent. Officially remembered as a moral giant, Wiesel provided cover to the.
So, yeah, that was just a quick one to sort of point that out and to correct the record. That, yeah, it seems like that was all just a media bit, and that seems like almost as if she'd planned it. So I believe she did go on a bit of a media tour. Yeah, these are liberals, I suppose. Here in Australia, our liberals are right wing. So yeah, here the leftist position party is Labor, based on the British Labor parties. So yeah, whereas here we call right wingers liberals, because they're economic liberals. We mean it in the sense of the purely economic, but they're also very conservative in their social outlook as well. But yeah, so yeah, liberals are right wingers as far as I'm concerned. I'm a leftist. I believe in America that would be, here it's the standard left. It's just like an Australian left wing in America would be considered a communist, But yeah, we're just the standard leftists here. Um, but yeah, we're considered, communist, um, communist crazies in America because, yeah, I mean, look at their system. It's totally insane. And they're paying the price for it. Bushfires in LA, and they're all, making up hysterical, reasons why. It's all a political thing instead of like, okay, let's set the politics aside, let's do something straightforward and, do what has to be done. No, none of that. It's all a political, and this is what the next 4 years is going to be. So, yeah, this should be an interesting 4 years. It's going to be crazy. And this is just the beginning, just the very beginning. I mean, like, what are we, a week, 2 weeks into the Trump administration, and it's going to invade Mexico and have a war with Mexico, invade Canada, invade Greenland. So yeah, I suppose this is what empires do. Is in desperation they perpetual war and seek conquest, and they're gonna um, yeah, they're gonna seek to basically control all of the whole Americas, the whole of the Americas. So yeah, they'll control all Latin America and Canada and Greenland, and basically no one can do anything about it because they're America. Anyway, I'll let you guys go, and yeah, I'll talk to you in the next one. If you've made it this far, like and subscribe. And what do you think in the comments? And if you'd like to see any more of my stuff, check out playlist here. Thank you. Bye.